Yo, what's up, Prime AG? You're all over my IG roast, dude.
Identity is one of the key aspects.
So now we're gonna be reacting to the art of alter egos
In society, who you identify as is important. It determines who your friends will be, how your family will be perceived. Sometimes it can even go as far as determining your careers and whatnot, etc, etc. Man, woman, boy, girl, toaster strudel, PS5, Nintendo Switch, McDonnell Douglas F-15E Strike Eagle fighter jet, or just Ethan. Everyone and everything has a key identity. But today we're not talking about that. We're talking about the ones who have multiple identities. People who go by one name at day, then flip the switch at night. People who dang near got multiple personality disorder. And who better to start off with than with my profile picture himself. Spider-Man himself is already technically an alter ego to Peter Parker, but he's so iconic that his alter ego has an alter ego, that being Black Suit Spider-Man, tainted by the alien Venom symbiote.
I'm fresh out of honey.
On the real, since he basically got black all over him at this point, can Peter say it? Like, is he allowed to say nigga? Let me chill, bro. I forgot. The only movie where Peter gets the symbiote so far was Tobey's. And after seeing how he let Mary Jane Sadia run him over for 3 movies straight, I'm not kidding. That woman for the streets. I can't give him no N-word pass. Tom Holland might pull it off though. He an honorary brother. How you bag Laura Harrier and Zendaya within 3 movies? Bro, actually not bad. He might get the pass at the cookout, man. Who knows? All right, back to the topic. Spider-Man is the most iconic hero of our generation. A fantastic character that symbolizes hope, the unconditional goodness of humanity, and most importantly, responsibility. So yeah, it's a hassle to top his identity as is. But in many ways though, symbiote Spider-Man does it, bruh. Remember all that I just said about base Spider-Man's character? Toss it out the window. The Venom symbiote be turning Peter into a complete A. In more cases than not, bro. It'd be hilarious though. Like, bro, when he pulled,
bro, it's times we all need to unlock that whatever that
up on Sandman and run his fade and avenge Uncle Ben's death in Spider-Man 3, he pieced him up and slammed his head onto a subway train that was going full speed. And he did this without even knowing whether it will end Sandman's life or not. He does not care. He'll do diabolical stuff like this one.
Yo, Spider-Man was working here.
Scene, then do his little dancey dance in the next. It's just silly seeing how the symbiote affected Peter because how he normally acts. Like he usually just a cool nerd that's super patient and sweet. That nigga got a trash emo cut and he's putting his hands on women. Nigga, Peter predicted 90% of the underground rap scene. His actions make him a founding father. Symbiote Peter was such the menace that base Peter couldn't be. That he changed lives and influenced Eddie Brock to look to God after he exposed dude for fraudulent photographs of Spider-Man, which would be a good thing. I mean, Eddie lied.
Yo, it's like when Spider-Man got that black suit, he was on demon time. He didn't care how you felt, what you were gonna do. Dang.
I got hit by a bus, bro.
Lying was sin. Maybe he was repenting.
No, you straight, you straight. It's all good.
Nah, Eddie went to the chapel to beg God himself to put an end to Peter's life.
Humbled and humiliated to ask you for one thing. I want you to kill Peter Parker.
He was moving like that.
This was before he even got the symbiote himself. Venom Peter for real brought a man to his lowest levels. We have never seen someone beg God to off someone before this. And the funnier part is, we have yet to see someone in the church with this type of energy since. Black Suit Spider-Man is pretty aggressive, but I love it because at least you still have a sense of Peter's base character still being there. Even with the symbiote taking over him, he was able to realize that it was changing him and he took liberties into trying to figure out what it is and trying to put the mantle to rest. He did end up picking it back up, but that's a common act when you're in rehab, man. You know, going clean's an on and off journey. Instead of doing it with Fent, it was with the opium alternative Spider-Man costume. It could be a lot worse. I feel like one of the most underrated alter egos is Kenny's Mysterion from South Park. We all know and love Kenny. Kid is the most likable kid.
I've never really watched South Park, but I remember one time I had cut it on and it was pretty like entertaining.
In the main group, and he a little cutie patootie, bro. Look at little old Kenny all bundled up in his orange coat. Can't even hear what he said half the time. What an angel. Cat. He low-key a crash out, but he a valid crash out. Reasonable crash out even. Waves, if you make another one of them videos, you must have Kenny as some honorable mention, because his crash out was valid. If you know anything about South Park, then you know that there's a running joke about Kenny being unalive at least once an episode. And the series has been going on for over 20 years. So you do the math on how many times Matt and Trey ended this kid's life. But the thing is that every time it happens, Stan and Kyle just says the iconic phrase,
"Oh my God, they killed Kenny, you bastard!"
By the end of the episode, they just forget. And we know that South Park has a linked continuity because there's many references and reoccurrences in the series that the characters themselves.
What is South Park even about, though? Is it about just kids in a park just doing random stuff like regular show?
Call out. So they remember all of these things, but never remembers Kenny's funeral. And that's because Kenny is cursed. Every time this happens, Kenny's mom gives birth to a new one. And the reason why he comes back in every episode as if nothing ever happened is because after rebirth, he ages rapidly. So yeah, all these events have to be very damaging and tragic for poor Kenny. But Kenny sees his ability and uses it under the mantle of Mysterion to bring justice to this town, which is great. But he crashed out around his fellow superhero homies when opening up about his struggles with the curse and decided to make them niggas remember by biting the bullet.
Oh my God, holy shit, dude!
I admit, Mysterion's alter ego is not as iconic as others ones on this list, but it had to be mentioned because, bro, Kenny been going through it. Quick little honorable mention to the Coon, though. I might put bro on the thumbnail. This alter ego funny as hell. One that isn't funny at all is Kobe Bryant's Black Mamba. In all honesty, he's probably the biggest menace on this entire list. This list already got two dudes with intense superpowered abilities. Yet the guy from NBA 2K is the biggest menace here. Lord have mercy. Kobe before the mantle was already one of the coldest players in the league. He was literally fit to be the next MJ, and he was proving it for the most part. It's hard to get any better than that.
Who the fuck is you, fam? Yo, fam.
But in 2003, man, I'm not even gonna go into depths. If you know ball, you know what happened in 03. And if you don't, I got you. I'm gonna let Steve from American Dad explain it to you real quick.
My childhood died on July 18, 2003, the day Kobe Bean Bryant was charged with sexual assault. Steve, why was he even in Colorado in the first place? Black man don't go to Colorado.
So soon after all this went down, he was in a new position in his career. No more Shaq. Kobe and the Lakers had a soft reboot. And bro, Kobe went insane. You can see some of this coming from back when he was number 8 playing with Shaq still. But as soon as Shaq went to Miami, Kobe went ballistic. The Black Mamba alter ego is the best alter ego in sports because it's the complete representation of being locked in both inside and outside. For starters, any shot Kobe wanted, he got it. What the team gonna do? Say no and instead pass it to Smush Parker or Kwame Brown? Nigga, please. This dude started shooting fully contested shots repeatedly as if he was allergic.
Or Kobe wasn't playing no games with that Black Mamba. Dang. So you're telling me all this was caused because the people who left the team and an allegation? Sheesh.
The passing. And I get it. A lot of the best players on their teams will throw up a shot even if they're smothered. I'm not even a hardcore hooper, and I do when I hoop too. It don't matter. If you feel it's a good shot, you take the dang shot. Ain't no passive ball play over here, buddy. I'ma get mine. But Kobe's version of fully contested meant 5 of the opposing players guarding your shot. You mean to tell me the entire opposing team's lineup is circling in on you, and you gon' chuck that John up anyways? Respect, I guess. Bro was an absolute bully if he was trash too. Even if you was his own teammate, he wouldn't let you wear his shoes if you was booty cheeks on the court. Nigga gonna throw up a contested self alley-oop off the glass instead of passing it to the corner. All because he don't think you good enough to wear his Kobe 6s. So you just in the corner with some 2K generics, digging in your butt, wondering if you left the stove on. But whole time you worry about the wrong things because your girl set her location to her iPad she keeps at home in her bedroom and could be possibly linking with a dude she said to not worry about. By the way, he's 6'5", 210 pounds of pure muscle, and you're built like a One Piece villain. Too specific? My fault. Kobe called himself a reptile and thought that meant he could take shots from behind the backboard while falling out of bounds.
What?
I mean, he was right, because the effect of his alter ego and all this wacky, unreal, on-the-court actions caused him to win 2 more rings and gave him 2 separate Hall of Fame careers. He won the GOAT. You can't say he ain't. Last, and in a way, definitely least, is Kanye's alter ego.
I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
Honestly, the only alter ego that has no positive value towards its host nor society. For 17 years, man, 17 long years, Kanye was at the top of the game. College Trilogy, all bangers, 808s and Heartbreaks. One of the most
So what is his alter ego?
influential products of music in our generation. Twisted Fantasy, the best of all of his worlds. I can go on and on about this discography, but I have to stop at Donda, because everything after this has been complete cheeks. To start, Donda was the last time the dude could actually rap. For some reason after this, the nigga just could not put pen to paper in a decent manner anymore.
Get the fuck out of the floor!
His production stats are still almost maxed out, but his writing stats are all at 25 overall. 0 badges. The nigga sucks. I never thought I'd see a day where I could say that
What is that song? He was repeating the
Ty
same
Dolla
thing.
Sign carried the artist formerly known as Kanye West on an entire project. That's not saying Ty Dolla Sign trash.
Make a deep thought.
But really?
nigga serious?
Then he dropped Vultures 2 with all this unfinishedness and AI. And then he started working with Dave Blunt. Ooh, I can't stand Dave Blunt. We know that one guy everyone likes is a horrible person, but you can't prove it, or whatever the meme said. That's how I was to Dave, bro. I tried to say that dude life, and he responded by saying he would bend my girl over. For one, you can't do that. Too many jelly rolls. For 2, I don't even got a girl. Loser. Dude became a World War II operative. I was right to say he had 1 year max. Speaking of that, yeah, the reason why Ye is the evil alter ego of Kanye is beyond music. The guy is just a bad ending of Kanye. This is less about musical garbageness and more about life experiences. Kanye was
What are y'all doing if somebody, like, you're asking somebody questions and they got a black ski mask on, can't see their face, and they just frying you? Like, what are you doing in that situation? Not what would you think, what would you do?
always a character, but in many ways, his stupidity was a product of him just being misunderstood or out of touch with common reality a little bit. But his mental health or lack thereof took over, and now we got this guy today who is just,
I'm evil.
he's evil. Hopefully he can recover and do something to help his mental health issues, but the likelihood of that is very low since everyone around him just takes advantage of him at every turn. So yeah, he's cooked.
I was never with that nigga in the first place.
At least society is at the point where we realize that these are low-key two different niggas. So we can still listen to everything before 2022. Yippee! But yeah, that's the art of alter egos. Some can be very beneficial, some can make you trash at music, sometimes it's a byproduct of a curse that you and your parents inherited from their ties to a cult, and other times, it turns you into a Ken Carson stan. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you like the video. If y'all want a part 2, comment some people that y'all think deserve a mention that I missed. With that being
That video was thorough. Like, subscribe, comment.
Right now.